Hi friends, I am Sergey Renzhin, and in this video I tell you about the 5 most common mistakes in landscape lighting. It doesn't matter if you're a professional landscape designer or do landscape design on your own site, it's important to be aware of those 5 mistakes so you get beautiful results. The first and most popular mistake is the lack of landscape lighting concept. You certainly agree that any project reflects the customer. The man who is building himself a country house has come a long way to it, and every time it's an absolutely unique story. People create their country sites from themselves and their goals. Someone likes an active style and someone doesn't. Therefore, in some sites I see barbecue areas, pools and arbors, and somewhere the minimalism aesthetics. Thus, the main challenge of the landscape lighting concept is to answer the question, why do we light this part of the landscape and why do we use this type of lamp? The second mistake is excess lighting. The light environment is a picturesque space, and there shouldn't be many lamps because usually evening is the time to recover and relax. And we must protect ourselves from all unnecessary even in landscape lighting. It may sound strange, but one of my main principles is if you have an option not to illuminate something, then don't illuminate it. Of course, there are times when it's necessary to make an art object from a countryside, but it's rather a matter of the scenario of a family celebration. The rest of the time, owner wants to enjoy his landscape and just orientate in space, nothing more. There is also a rule to divide illumination into functional, emotional and navigational. For example, the lighting inside the arbor is a functional light, and the way to the path to the arbor is a navigation light. For example, the front lighting of arbor is a matter of emotional lighting. I'll talk about it in our next video about 5 simple ways to make beautiful landscape lighting. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The third point is a very unpleasant and harsh. It's parasitic illumination. You may have spent many hours creating coziness in your residence and achieve maximum aesthetics, but believe me, if you get at least a little light that's shining right in your eyes, this will completely destroy all the light environment and your personal comfort. Therefore, it's very important to avoid parasitic illumination. The solution is very simple. You need to make sure that the light source isn't directed at you. And light curtains or light hoods are always used on these lamps. Fourth, a huge common mistake. It seems obvious, but it often happens. Just remember it, use only one color temperature. I really like to use 2700 Kelvin color temperature. This is close the color of the sun. It's comfortable, it's cozy. Remind you that after all our house and our country residence with its landscape is the place where we rest. And here you don't need to create any kind of cold lighting so that it somehow focuses you and wakes you up. No, that's not it. 2700 Kelvin and no more, in no case. You can use less, but not more. Therefore, you cannot create a landscape in which the lamps on this side are neutral. For example, 4000 Kelvin on the facade we have warm lighting, for example 3000 Kelvin. And the landscape is even warmer with a color temperature of 2700 Kelvin. It's important to remember when creating landscape lighting. Fifth, a very popular mistake is when we choose a lamp according to its technical characteristics. You should remember that we aren't buying a searchlight. Their volts, watts, power, and so on are very important. So characteristics like secondary optics, lumens, watts, volts, and won't tell you much. Just remember that you always need to answer 2 questions. Why do we illuminate this particular part of the site? And why do we do it with this lamp? What effect does it create? You won't make the 5 most popular mistakes if you just remember these simple rules. You won't make the 5 most popular mistakes if you just remember these simple rules. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.